Hi, this is Samuel Tankersley with my first review on this channel, and I want to today be talking about the recently released this weekend movie, Hellfest. Now, Hellfest, I was pretty excited for. If you don't know me, I'm a huge fan of horror. George Romero, John Carpenter, Wes Craven, Tobe Hooper, James Wan, Bong Joon-ho, I love their work, especially, obviously, in the horror. I know they've also branched out to do other stuff, but I love their horror. And I've seen every John Carpenter film, I think every George Romero film, but maybe one or two. Every Wes Craven movie, I'm pretty sure. I love them. And horror, my personal belief is a genre never dies, but it just gets less popular. And I believe right now horror is definitely a popular genre, with movies like Don't Breathe, It, Lights Out, Insidious series, The Conjuring series, obviously The Nun, almost at 300 million after just 4 weeks. I think it's definitely killing it at the box office. And Hellfest looked to be a really great addition to that. The trailer looked great. I know the poster at my Cineplex was absolutely amazing. It was like the Jigsaw IMAX poster. It was artsy. It had bright green and red, kind of like comic book style. It looked amazing. I was seeing it with a bunch of friends, so I was just really excited. And if you want a short review, you want to get rid of this video, just get out of here as soon as you can. It was awful. And what's really sad is this movie had a budget of about $5.5 million. Now, Insidious, Get Out, they had a budget of $1 million, so this is still a dirt budget, but it's more than what most smaller horror films get. And so the film looked great. One thing I can give it is that the cinematography was excellent. The effects were really good. And the set pieces and atmosphere were insane. They were absolutely brilliant. I loved looking at this film. Every second, I didn't like what I was watching, but I liked watching it, if you know what I mean. The substance was trash, but the style was quality. It was of quality. However, besides that style, the substance obviously fell flat. The characters were trash. They really were. The supporting characters, they were absolutely terrible. Their dialogue between each other was cringy to atrocious at its worst. The decision making was terrible. The romance was terrible. Absolutely just generic and awful. The few moments where the story had some balls to do something different, it never really led to anything. And what's really sad is the story had some great ideas of having this haunt, and inside the haunt there's this ride that takes you to the most extreme part of the park, and inside that you can get to a maze, which is the most extreme maze in the park called Hell. That's a great idea. It's just that they never really flesh it out or fully realize it. They waste Tony Todd. If you don't know, Tony Todd is this horror icon. He played Candyman. They only give him 5 minutes of screen time, but they tease him in literally every trailer and on the front of the poster. It's weird. And it's just, this movie also has some good gore. I'll throw that out there. To me, action, gore, violence, whatever, it's good icing on the cake, but you need a foundation. You can't just have that and it be like, oh yeah, I'll give you 6 out of 10 because it had good action. No, I'll give you a 2 out of 10 because you literally have to have good characters and a plot driving the action forward. Just the action is lazy filmmaking. And that's what this was. It had some good gore and some good kill moments, but at the end of the day, it was just lazy writing, to where the best actor in the movie was the guy who didn't talk at all, the villain. And even then, they're paying homage to Michael Myers with this villain, but at the end of the day, he's just your generic slasher. What I love about Sleepaway Camp, New Year's Evil, Terror Train, is that they gave their characters good motivation. And this guy's motivation, kind of like Michael Myers, has no motivation at all, but it's not like the silent brilliance of Halloween, just lazy filmmaking. And it's pathetic because it's the most generic slasher ever, and he gets some cool moments, but again, at the end of the day, cool moments aren't a foundation. Cool moments don't equate to a good villain. They just make him another mass killer. Oh, all of us can be a killer. Anyone, it's so special. No, a million other things have done that. There is nothing special or interesting about Hellfest. It wastes a really good budget and some amazing set pieces for a film that never really gets you interested in anything. It obviously had a really good effects team because the gore and, again, the set pieces were amazing. And I feel bad for them because they really put effort into this film. It wasn't just that it looked good. They went above and beyond to set this really good atmosphere. And then the actors and the writers just destroy it. Every second you are taken out of the film because of how bad the dialogue is. I was laughing at how bad the dialogue was. I couldn't enjoy the scary film. And of course the antagonist, you can get behind a motiveless, just generic slasher. But by the end of the film, when you just think of him, he's not scary. And this film wasn't scary. And I don't really have to say anything else because you get what I'm saying. Overall, Hellfest, it's one of the worst films of the year, and it's really disappointing. It has terrible characters, terrible dialogue, but it has really great set pieces, some good moments of gore, and plotting and ideas that could have been really something. However, they just dropped the ball, and in my opinion, guys, you can wait 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, whatever it is, for the new Halloween. I know I am. It's getting great reviews. It's supposed to be amazing, and I would just hold off, not waste any money on this. Better yet, hold on to The Dark and The Apostle, 2 great horror movies getting great reviews, came out on Netflix this weekend. Watch those if you have Netflix. They'll be free, and they're infinitely better than this. So you can wait for Halloween, watch something on Netflix, but avoid Hellfest. Thank you for watching this. Tune in next week for whatever we review. Actually, we'll be reviewing Venom, and I'm very excited for that. So tune in for that next time.